Come on. Hello, hello, everyone. Now we are live, Lady of Leisure. This is April Showers and Lady of Leisure, and we're going to have Lady T and B Sparrow join us today. We are so glad to be in the land of living, and the subject we will talk about today is the mayor of Atlanta not seeking re election. Keisha Lance Bottoms is her name. And then we will talk about tips of how you set your mood for the day. What things do you do to set up for a positive day? Hey, Miss Courtney. Hey, Miss I Am Queen. Okay, go ahead, Lady of Leisure. Let's talk about Miss Keisha Lance Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta that is not seeking re-election.
I don't know why that's such big news. I understand that, it's news. The people of Atlanta need to be informed, but I don't understand it's, you know, why it's national news. You know, the position of mayor is a local position. So I feel that only people that really should be concerned are her local constituents, which are in Atlanta. She's just the mayor. She's not governor. She's not congressman. She's not the senator. I don't understand. I have no problem with her not seeking reelection. I've always said, and I don't care who disagrees with me because I'm from Chicago. We are the most politically corrupt city in the United States of America. And I just happen to believe that all politicians are corrupt. And if you are not going to be corrupt, politics is not the job for you. I believe that um, Keisha is a person of standards and morals and values, and that she just really was not cut out for, you know, the corruption that's in politics. And people believe, there is truly no such thing as an honest politician. There really isn't. Because in order for you to get anything done, in order for you to help your constituents, you've got to scratch some backs. You know what I'm saying? You do. It's just common knowledge. It's just what happens in politics. And if you're not willing to do that, then you don't get resources and funds for your community. It's that damn simple, especially on a local level. So, you know, if you can't compromise your values, if you don't want to compromise, you know, the betterment of your constituents, then you're not going to be successful in politics, period. And I just believe that, you know, she's not that type of person. And, she saw that, especially when they were using her, because that's literally what they did. There was no way in the world that Biden seriously considered her for vice president because she was a first term mayor.
Um, Courtney
She
Love,
has
read her
no
comment.
political. I'm sorry, say that again.
Courtney Love, her comment.
I think it is the news because didn't the president have a job for her in his cabinet? No, he was considering her for his running mate as
Hello,
vice
Jennifer.
president.
Yes,
Hey,
Jennifer, we
Jennifer.
are speaking of Keisha Lance Bottoms. Okay.
Um, Biden was Biden was considering her allegedly. I think it was all political bullshit because again, she's a first term mayor. But Biden was considering her for his running mate as vice president because they wanted a black person, and he ended up with the chameleon. Um, I think that was that entire experience was very telling for her, because again, she's a first term mayor. She was an advocate, but she has no true political experience. So for her to be on the short list for vice president politically was ludicrous to me. It was absolutely ludicrous to me. That's just like taking somebody who isn't a doctor and never been to med school and making them the head of, surgery. Like it's ludicrous.
Well, that thing Obama didn't have that much experience and became president.
Oh, that's not true. That's
Well,
that's just
I
not
mean, he
that's
served.
not
He,
that's just not true. That's just not true. Obama had been in politics. Yeah, he was a baby senator, but Obama had been in politics.
okay.
And he had been in politics at more than a local level. She is a mayor. A mayor, you know? And the only reason that she was on the short list is because she was a black woman. That's it, that's all. You
I
know?
want everyone to know that I am doing well after my surgery. I was blessed to have a lot of family come visit me and spend time with me. And now I am resting like I should have been last week,
Exactly.
taking my medicine. And, you know,
Taking care of herself.
I've got, I say two juice bottles on the side of me.
I wish you
They
stopped
changed
saying
my
that.
dressings Thursday, but I still got the drainage tubes and I call them juice bottles. But I want to tell everyone I appreciate everybody that texts me, inbox me, coming on here. That means so much to me. And I want to tell you, they say the internet isn't anything, that's a lie because I've met some good people on the internet. And I want to thank you all for your well wishes. And also, we got to make sure that, um, you know, we keep Larry uplifted too, and anybody else that is going through anything else. Courtney Love makes a comment, says,
But also, didn't they say something about her firing the police that killed the man in the Wendy's parking lot? I don't know. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. But the thing of it is, you know, she's not running for another term. The media is going to control the narrative. They're going to make it out to whatever it is they want it to be.
right.
Um, she had told her family shortly after um, her being on the president's short list as his running mate that she was not going to run for another term, you know,
Mhm.
because it was such an absolute circus for her, and people digging into her life and her family's life and all of that simply because he said he was thinking about her as a running mate. That was before, He'd even said that she was on the short list. And it was just something that she didn't want, you know, to deal with. She didn't want, it's a hell of a scrutiny when you run for president or vice president. It is a hell of a scrutiny, and especially if you're black. So, you know, because I mean, look, Obama was only half black, and look at what all, when he ran, you know, they had the whole birther thing, and it was just crazy. It was just crazy. They brought out his goddamn daddy's siblings that was on welfare and all type of crazy shit. Those that were here illegally and sent them back to Africa. It's just, it's a major ordeal to go through personally, and not only for you to go through, but for every single person in your family to go through. I think that a lot of us have relatives, people that we're related to, that we probably don't associate with, period. They'll go find that motherfucker, drag him up. This our seventh cousin on her daddy's side. And he's a big drug lord. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair to you, and it's not fair to them. So, it's a lot, you know. And then you've got the FBI and the CIA all in your business. Who the hell needs that? But I don't think, again, that's my opinion. I don't think it's a big ass deal that she's not running. She was only a mayor. She ain't a damn governor. She ain't a senator. She ain't a congressman. She's a local freaking mayor who happened to be a black woman that they needed to use for Biden to win the presidency. That's it.
Okay,
So,
Takara, that's the link for you. I just put the link for those. Oh, okay. Um,
Courtney Love says, I heard she's taking a job in corporate America at Walgreens. That's great.
okay.
She needs to go back to her day job. That is absolutely great.
But
Now,
Atlanta.
why would someone working in corporate America at Walgreens, which she's from corporate America, what actual experience does that person have to be the damn vice president of the United States of America? I mean, you have no background in criminal justice. You have, no background in foreign affairs. You have nothing. You are a local mayor. But yet, you're on the short list as somebody's running mate for the president of the United States. That makes no sense whatsoever. None
Well,
whatsoever.
Atlanta, you know, has always been known to have good, great black mayors, especially from when Andrew Young was mayor of Atlanta. I mean, he kept Atlanta, they were state of the art in everything. And so it just saddens me that, you know, a black person, well, hopefully another black person will run for mayor of Atlanta. And
See, I'm not saddened by that at all. I say more power to her. Don't let these motherfuckers corrupt you. I'm not saddened by it at all. It's actually quite
you didn't let me finish.
refreshing to me.
Yeah,
It's
and
quite
I'm just
refreshing to me,
yeah,
you
and
know, to see
I
a
guess
black person that will not allow themselves to be corrupted by our government, that will not allow themselves to be bought, that will not sell out their damn people. I'm not disappointed at all. I love it. I absolutely positively love it. More power to her.
yeah,
You know, go to Walgreens if that's where you're going and kick ass.
yeah. Well, and you didn't let me finish,
I'm
and
sorry.
you know. Like I said, I'm saddened that, she's not seeking reelection, but at the same time, I'm happy that she is not going to be corrupt, and she is leaving the corruptness of politics behind. And I just hope one day, you know, it won't be corruptness, but that will never happen. But it is
Courtney
what
Love
it
says,
is.
I'm with you, Lady of Leisure. I think it was all about her looks and what they could get her to do, and she wasn't going for it. Exactly. Excuse me, exactly, because I have family in Atlanta and they all say that you know, she was a fair, upstanding, God fearing, good person. Just a good person, you know? And she, like you say, April, she stood for something. So, when you stand for something, you're not falling for everything. And I'm just, yeah, I'm glad. I'm really happy for her. Get the hell out while you can, and go make your mark in another way. And we were also going to discuss how we set our mood for the day, for your life, for whatever. And for me, it really starts with some things that, you know, a lot of us have certain habits. And, I have a certain morning routine, and I absolutely love my morning routine. And it kind of puts me out of sorts when that morning routine is interrupted, you know? And even though it's really simple, it really sets up my day, my mood. I wake up, the first thing I do is make my coffee. I have to sit with my coffee, go through my emails, go through any correspondence that I had from the day before. And, it's a really solid, peaceful time for me. I can think, I can make plans, I can respond to things. And that really sets up my day for me. Now, if you disrupt my morning routine, it really does throw me off. Don't screw with my morning routine. Now, after I've had my coffee, after I've gone through my emails, after I've, responded to things and had some correspondence, maybe a couple of hours after I'm awake, then I can deal with whatever. But those first two, I got to have them. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want anybody talking to me. Don't call my phone. Don't ask me no damn questions. Just, give me my little space, my little 2 hours in the morning. And it's usually from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. You know, sometimes it's 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. It just depends on when I wake up. I'm normally up at 2, but sometimes I sleep until 4. So it's usually from 2 a.m. till 4 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, people in my house be woke at that time. Don't leave me alone. Don't ask me a question. Don't say anything. Just give me my 2 hours, and I can deal. Now, what about you? It's when I pray. Oh, Lord, don't let me forget that. But yeah, the first 2 hours of my day, it really sets up my mood for the day, and that's every day. You know, um, it's like I said, it's when I It's when I have my time to do what I need or what I feel I need. Don't nobody really need to respond to emails, but when you get 1,000 a day, you might want to respond to some of them every day. And I thank God. I pray. Yeah, that sets my day up. What about you, April?
What I do to set my tone for the day is once my feet, I open my eyes, I thank God for
Absolutely,
letting me rise.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
I go straight to the coffee pot.
Me too. Me too.
I cannot function unless I have my coffee. And then I read my daily bread, uh, it's motivation. And then, I usually go into music shows. And that's what made me come up with the idea to do this show because Mr. Kara, the things that I am putting, the links that I am putting in the chat is our shows that we do on Spreaker.com. And she did a show this morning called uh, MCD Morning Music, fun, feel good music. And it was just, all of the music from back in the day, where I could reminisce. And I thought, oh, this is the topic because, we having fun in here. We're in the chat talking and we just had a good time. And it's just good to just always try to think positive. Um, yeah, and not let the negative energy consume you. But yeah, music is my therapy, and it has always been my therapy.
Yeah, mine
Then,
too.
because music takes me places and songs I can reminisce to, and then also I also like to find out what's going on in the world. So of course,
Yeah, I couldn't care less. I don't do.
yeah, and then I turn on the TV, you know, to see all. Okay,
Yeah, I don't
okay,
do that either.
all right.
Takara,
We have
you did
DJ
not miss much
Lady
at
T.
all.
We have DJ Lady T that has joined us, and I'm putting in the links to our shows on Spreaker. DJ Lady T, and what I was telling them was, I was in your show when we were having such a good time. And I thought, wow, let's talk about how you set your mood for a good day. And being in your show this morning set a good mood for the day, because you were playing the good jams. And then we were talking
Thank
about
you.
it. And so, did everybody in the audience, this is DJ Lady T. She is.
Hello, DJ Lady T. It is so good for you to be here. I'm very happy that you're here.
Mhm.
It's Lady of Leisure, the
What is
co-host.
it? Afternoon. Good afternoon, Lady of Leisure. Good afternoon,
Oh,
April. Good
I'm
afternoon,
sorry. It
chat.
is good afternoon. See,
Mhm.
I listen.
Yeah.
As long as it's daylight, it's morning to me. But you didn't miss
Depends on what
much.
time
We
you go
we
to sleep.
exactly. You didn't miss much. We talked about the mayor of Atlanta not running again, her choice not to run again. And then we were just then talking about how we set our mood for the day. And both April's and mine started with coffee.
Mine started with
Right.
a blunt.
Eyes open, thank God, head to the coffee machine. That's
Yeah.
it. you know.
I cannot function unless I have my coffee. I am.
Neither can I. It's like I gotta have at least one cup before. Don't even say good morning to me. I'm dead ass. Don't say anything to me until I have consumed at least one cup. And then don't say much. I need my 2 hour. I'm serious. I need my 2 hours every morning. I get up about 2 a.m. And like April said, I open my eyes. I thank God. I go make my coffee. Might make a pit stop at the bathroom. I'm back in my room. I say a prayer. I go through my emails. I respond to things. But I need 2 hours before I can converse with anybody. You know, that's just my little private time, my me time, as they call it, and it really sets me up for the day. Now that's my morning routine every morning. Please don't disrupt it, or my entire day is truly thrown off. It really is. You disrupt my morning routine, my entire day is thrown off. Now, how about you, Lady T? What do you do to set the mood for your day?
To set the mood for my day. See, I gotta get up at 6 something. What is it? 6:15 every morning and have my baby to school by 6:30, 6:45. So after I get them, then I that's just routine. That's just habit. But after I get them to get me on my way, I I wake up like you would say. We wake up, we thank God, and we get them dressed, and they got to brush their teeth, they got to wash their face, and get the school clothes on, and hair's already combed the night before. If I'm doing any rehair combing, clothes are laid out the night before. When I get them home after I drop them off, I come in and I drink. That's when I get my coffee.
Mm-mm.
That's when I get my
Mm-mm.
coffee, and I'm listening to
Child, they would
whoever's
never
playing.
make it to school. Mm-mm. They would. I couldn't have coffee. They would never make it to school ever. Mm-mm.
That's when I
Or they
get
would
my
be like,
coffee.
"Mama, can we walk to school?" they would. They'd rather walk to school than to get in the car with me, and I ain't had no coffee. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm putting links in the comments for our listeners. Um, it's one of my shows, Lady T shows, and B Sparrow
Oh,
shows. We do shows on Spreaker, so if you can come in sometimes and check us out, you can click on these links, and then you can get notifications when we come
we had a
on
good time
and
this
do
morning.
music shows. And we
Did
had
you?
so much fun this morning, girl. Yeah,
Oh yes, we did.
uh huh.
We
And so
went
she
that
played
April
all
was
of the
teaching me
children.
about the disco.
Yeah,
I
and
ain't never,
so
I'm too young to remember disco. She was telling me
she's
about
too young to
disco. And
remember disco, and I'm telling her about disco, and I'm telling her about how back in the day we had so much fun. We had house parties. You had complete strangers in your home. They
Exactly.
paid a quarter. You
A
put a
quarter
little,
party. We had quarter parties.
yeah,
People
you
had
put
rent
a extra
parties.
on their hands, and we partied and had fun. Now, if you go out, well, which I don't go to anybody's parties now that's 40 and younger because I went to my cousin's party. Some girls got into it, and I'm like, oh my God, no. I didn't got too old for this, you
But
know.
now, come on now. We got old folks to do that too.
Yeah, yeah.
every
I
Yeah,
got a
the
cousin
older
gonna
folks.
clown.
But
Damn near 70 years old. He gonna clown at every function.
yeah.
So
But see,
it's a
now
given.
they shoot.
If you invite cousin Reg, you gonna clown.
Yeah.
So there is
Yep.
no tell Reggie. Come on, man. You ain't about to tell him not to clown. It's what he's done it all his life. He damn near dead and he
Mhm.
ain't gonna quit. So if you don't want him to clown, the best thing for you to do is not invite him. And then you got
No,
those
I'm
who
saying she had her party at a venue. At a
girl don't matter.
Yeah, it
People
don't matter.
clown
Like
wherever
I
they
said,
are.
they shoot nowadays. And none
Hmm.
of them have had no gun training. Straight bullets don't have no names on them.
No bullet has a name on them.
Yeah.
Trust and believe me.
So yeah. So I like to go to, you know, small personal parties with people 50 and older. Um, yeah. But yeah, we did have fun back in the day, Takara. It was more safer. People were way more friendlier. Like I said, you had strangers in your homes back then, in your basements. It was just you know, it was all about fun and love. Now, don't get me wrong, it was some fights sometimes, but they fought and
Yeah.
made up, not this stuff that they do nowadays. But
Nah,
yeah,
you ain't fighting to make up these days. You fighting to kill somebody.
yeah, but yeah, it was a different time era, and
It kind of makes me wonder. Well, I played We Are Family this morning, and one of the questions I started to ask the chat was, "What happened to family? And what do you consider family? I mean, family don't really just necessarily have to be blood."
oh,
I agree with you
oh wow,
100%.
that's
I
a good
always say, you
yeah,
know, your family are people who treat you that way, people who
yes.
respect you that way, and people who support you that way. All relatives are family, and all family aren't relatives.
Say that again. Say it again.
Huh.
Say it
Preach.
louder for those in the back.
All family aren't relatives, and all relatives aren't family.
Yeah.
I've never, when my mom was alive, we used to go back and forth all the time because she would say, "You treat your friends better than you do your family. I choose them. I didn't choose y'all." you know, and I've never believed that I had to bow down, be abused, be misused, be lied on, be mistreated, be stole from just because we had the same damn blood running through our veins. I don't believe in that.
That's
I
I
it.
can
don't
cut
say
you
that.
off like a bad habit. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Because
And
when you do those things, you're not acting like family. You're not family. Because that's not what family does. We're related.
family's supposed
That's
to
it.
look
That's
out for
all.
each other.
You
You
know?
know,
And I
and
think that, I'm sorry, go ahead, April.
uh, Takara, you asked that question. I had family from Seattle, Washington, Texas, East St. Louis to come visit me. I have some family right here in town I ain't heard from.
But see,
Hmm.
that's not family. And people, I think that,
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
so, on my mother's side, it was different. We were close. We stick together no matter what. But, you know, like she said, some
Somebody dropped the ball somewhere in this
kept,
generational gaps we have. Somebody dropped the ball somewhere, and kids think it's okay to talk back to your parents, and parents is okay to accept it. Now, what happened is people start saying, "Call CPS, call Adult Protective Services, call this, call that." Y'all start putting them folks in y'all business, and now kids don't respect adults. They don't respect elders. I grew up still, and I'm an '80s baby. I grew up to where you have to respect your elders. You have
Absolutely.
to
Absolutely.
you have to respect your elders, and you know what? If they lying, you don't tell them they lying. You tell your mama they lying. and you explain to them, if you can prove to them they lying, then yeah, yeah, no, I didn't do that. But you don't say it like I ain't do that shit. You don't talk to them like
Right.
that. No, ma'am, no,
Maybe.
ma'am, no, sir. It didn't happen like that. It happened like this.
Exactly.
And when you
Yeah.
saw me, you saw me in the middle of doing this. That's why you saw that. That's why it happened like that. I was out to explain yourself and what happened. And I was also taught, but if you didn't do something, don't take the blame for it though.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And some of your family actually can be your worst enemy. They will. They
Some of
will.
your relatives, the
Yeah.
word family to me, like I said, it doesn't mean relatives. It is people who support you, people who are there for you, people who uplift you, people who are genuinely
Concern.
concerned
Yeah.
about you,
Yeah.
not what you have, not who you're with, not where you can go or take them, not
Or
what
not
you
what you can do
buy.
for them.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially not what you can do for them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because I have a lot of relatives. The only time I hear from them is when they want something.
Yeah.
You ain't talked to me in 2 years and you just call me up like we've been talking every day.
Now you know I love you. You don't do me like that now. You've been on my mind, cuz I just wanted to call you up and see how you was
And it's
doing.
and it's always a cousin. I talked to one the other. It's always a cousin. I one called me the other day. I have not spoken to. Well, it's been 7 or 8 years.
Hmm.
And she called me up. I'm gonna do this for Mother's Day, cousin. I want you here. I said, why would I do that? I don't fuck with y'all like that. And that's exactly what I said. I don't fuck with y'all. Why you say it like that? When
Because
have
I
I
don't fuck
ever
with
been
y'all.
to your home? When have I ever been to anything that any of you have had? I don't fuck with y'all like that
Yeah.
because you're messy.
Hey, the truth.
I don't like drama.
Yeah.
I don't even watch TV. I don't like drama.
Right.
I've never been, even as a kid, as a preteen, as a teenager, I don't understand females. I never did. They're foreign to me.
Yeah.
You know,
And see, I've and I've had some hard pills to swallow because due to the way that I was raised and treated, and if you said you were my family, you know, or my friend, that's what I expected, And then I realized I was thinking more about the friendship or the relationship than you were thinking. You know, I was wholeheartedly accepting you as 100% on being my family. So when you turn around and do shady stuff, then I'm upset because this ain't what family supposed to do. You know,
exactly.
and I done
Exactly.
told you as a friend, I got this stuff going on with some family members, and then here come you, a friend. Oh, all hell breaks loose with me. You know. So what I done learned for me, so I don't get disappointed because I looked at everybody as my family, and they didn't look at me as their family. And
Well, they
it
may
was tough.
have, but here's the thing.
But you
People have to understand what that actually means.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
And
people have to
so
understand what that
right,
means, and they don't.
right. And so,
Mm-mm.
you know, um, I just put more into it, I think, and valued more
Exactly, and that's what people don't
more
have. I'm not going to
with
say
what they
people don't
did.
have values,
Yeah,
but people don't have loyalty. They don't know what
right,
that means.
right.
They have no loyalty,
Yeah,
Some people don't even have
and
morals,
yeah.
that's true. They don't
Because,
have morals. They don't have values. Um,
but somebody dropped the ball and didn't teach them that.
well, that's not true.
but then
That's not true.
some people will
See,
be
that's
mad
not
because
true.
your
And when your
friends.
children grow up, you'll find that out. That's
Yeah,
not true. See, I thought that too before I had kids. You know, you have some, I don't give a damn what you teach them. They're going their own way. You understand what I'm saying? And
Mm.
you be looking at them like,
right. Like,
did you even live in my house? Really, truly. Before
be
I had
sparrow.
children, I thought the same thing. I have four, and they are all different as night and day.
Yeah, be
They are
sparrow
all
said.
different as night and day.
Yeah,
And I have one that I think, goddamn it, aliens stole her and replaced her or something. Like, who the hell are you?
yeah,
No, I'm dead serious.
yeah. And
Because there are things that my parents instilled in me that I instilled in my children, and I just don't understand how you totally turn away from that. I mean, how do you completely turn away from the values that have been instilled in you your entire life? How? Like they never even existed. You know,
Because you rebelled
April and
against
I,
those values as you were being taught when you were younger, and you said, "When I grow up, I'm not gonna do none of this because I'm being made to do it right now."
that's stupid. See that shows no growth. You understand what I'm saying? Because there are things that our parents do that we say as children we ain't never gonna do. But then when you get older and you understand why they did what they did, you know what I'm saying?
Then you
And
just don't care.
you find yourself doing some of those same things. You may do them in a different way, but you find yourself doing the same things because you understand the meaning behind it and the value of it. But you have some people like, April and I talk all the time, and we always talk about how we have never ever dated our friends' men. I've never dated a man. We didn't have to be friends if I knew you. You understand what I'm saying? If I knew
yeah,
you,
Hmm.
I
yeah,
don't want your man.
right.
I don't want it.
Yeah, yeah,
There were just certain things you didn't do.
yeah,
And now it's open freaking season. You know,
yeah.
your
And
best friend
and
sleeping
to
with your
Kyra,
husband, your man,
yeah,
and it's.
yeah. And
I
I
don't
don't need to be
understand that.
around people I think might, well, I never was around those type of people. Me and the friends that I have, like my friends from high school, we've never had the issues of, you know, wanting each other's mans and stuff like that. Never,
Like
ever.
you,
Yeah.
you know. Now, damn it, you have people been friends 40 years, then they die. Goddamn it, they done married their husband. Like what?
Well,
You
I
know what
think
I'm
that
saying?
might happen out of loneliness, and they were there. It might have not been nothing.
Nope. No, it can't happen.
Yeah.
Period. No, hell no.
No.
Then
Now,
I'll be
B
out there helping you
Sparrow,
find you a woman.
yeah, read B
You know
That's
what I'm
right,
Sparrow
B.
saying?
comment.
That's right, B. B said there is a sister code between me and my friends, and it's me and
Absolutely.
mine too.
Yeah,
Me and mine too.
Absolutely.
yeah.
You know? But
Mm-hmm.
then too,
But then you got
we
that friend
And
that don't
he
also
care.
said
we
they'll still,
also had boundaries. You see, young women today, they don't have boundaries with their friends. They sit up,
I do.
they talk about their sex lives in explicit detail. You understand what I'm saying?
And trust me, if you a woman that sits up and talk about how good your man is in bed to
You
another
better
one
believe
that don't
somebody
be
is right
doing
there
for you,
taking notes, waiting for you to mess up. Or they ain't
yes,
even wait. They gonna wait for
Absolutely.
you to go to
you
work.
know,
Cause everybody wants somebody good in bed. Don't nobody
mm,
want no nigga in bed that ain't shit.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they discuss
That's why,
all of. We didn't do that.
that's why
You
I
know,
lie.
exactly. Me too. If you press me, he ain't shit.
He
You
ain't.
know what I'm saying?
He can't stay
If
hard for
you
2 minutes.
if you press me on it, because that's something I
Yeah.
did not discuss. But if you really, you know how sometimes you with your girls and you know how I go.
Hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
you press the issue, girl, he ain't shit. Cause don't nobody want nobody that ain't shit in bed.
Unless
Girl,
you
he
have
ain't
one of them
shit.
drunk nights and you confess and stuff, but I still believe a drunk mind know what they doing sometimes.
Oh, girl, I believe that too. A drunk, when they talk, that's what they always wanted to say.
I
Now,
think that when I listen, I agree
I
with
say a
that
drunk mind
part.
and an angry mind.
yeah,
I think that no, because sometimes you say things out of anger that you really don't mean.
yeah.
But I do think that a drunk mind speaks the sober truth. I don't think that you getting drunk or high or whatever it is you get, or both, falling into bed with somebody is something that you always wanted to do. That I don't believe. I don't believe that, you know, because you may have the capacity to, and you can't even do that. I can't even say that. I can't even say that you have the capacity to control your words because you don't, because you didn't speak them when you were sober. So I think that you are impaired. I mean, you're impaired. So I don't think that when you're drunk that you're reacting the way that you would react if you were not. So I don't believe that, two people fall in bed when they're drunk and that's what they always want to do. I don't believe that. That I don't believe. I believe in shit happening because shit happens sometimes.
Yeah,
You
shit
know?
happens.
Mhm.
I got a
Shit
story to go with
happens
that.
sometimes.
The truth says they're filled with the wrong spirit, not enough Jesus in them. And that's when we were talking about, the kids and stuff, or just anybody.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
Prophet Ray Brooks, how are you doing? So, anyway, like when to kind of going back to when you say what is family or what you expect from family, like all three of us ladies can be
April
friends.
is family to me.
And so
Right.
April is
if
family
Right.
to me. She's
something
always
Me
been
too.
Auntie April to me.
if
Well,
something
she ain't
She's
Auntie
always
goes
been
April, but
Auntie
she's
April.
family
Since
to
I've
me.
met her, she's been Auntie April.
if
And I
something
treat
goes
her
She's
like
family
my
to
wrong,
me.
auntie.
yeah. If something goes wrong, we should be able to talk about it. And then we also got to realize that there will be another person in somebody's ear talking about
Yeah.
you because they're jealous of the friendship
And
that
here's
you
the
have.
thing. Now I'm going to tell you something about me. And it's something, and I've been this way my entire life. You can't talk about my friend to me. You can't talk
Exactly.
about my man to me. Not anybody. Not my mother, not anybody. Because I tell you something. When you allow people to have those types of conversations, they're not doing it for your benefit. You
Mm-mm.
know,
It's a setup.
they're not they're not doing it for your benefit. I don't allow those conversations to happen. There is absolutely nothing you can say to me about my husband. I don't care who you are. If you ain't Jesus, you can't say it. There's absolutely nothing you can say to me about my friend. I'm not listening to it. So people who know me, they know. Don't even bring it to me.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. When somebody comes to you and they tell you something, even if you don't believe them, even if you absolutely reject what they are saying, there will come a time in the future where something will happen and you will think back to what that person told you and you're going to equate them and they're going to fit. You understand? And it could be all wrong.
Yeah.
But because that person said it and now this is happening, you're going to think, oh, it was something to what she said when there really could not be,
Right.
you know? And a lot of times you're wrong, but you make yourself believe that you're right because you heard it before. See,
Right.
you're not planting them damn seeds with me. That
Exactly.
seed didn't come from God. You're not planting it with me.
Right. Because
I don't
I,
allow those conversations. You
yeah,
ain't coming to me telling me nothing about nobody that I'm in any type of relationship with, be it a friendship, or whatever. You
yeah,
can't do that.
yeah.
And
And
everybody who knows me knows that. Don't even tell them. You damn right. Don't even tell me.
right.
Because
Because
what's
like
gonna
I
happen
said,
is
I had
you're
to
gonna get
learn,
X'd out.
yeah. I had to learn that too. Because, you know,
Hey, Missy.
hey Missy, I was the type of person, like I said, I had got phone calls months ago, somebody, saying something um about me going to a different radio station, and I had to laugh because I'm like, I haven't even talked to anybody about this, and it's like, oh, okay. But the old me would have been on the phone. Did you say this? Did you say? And I've had to learn that too. So, you know, it's a trip. It's a trip. But like I said, I've fallen back a whole lot. Um, a whole lot.
But and that's something else I've never done. Because I'll tell you something. People are gonna believe what they choose to believe. So if you say something about me, be it true or not, I ain't coming at you. That's your
Yeah,
mouth,
Mm.
and you can say whatever
yeah,
you want out of it.
yeah,
But what I am gonna do is distance myself from you. Now you
yeah,
don't exist to me,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Because I don't care
Mm.
when a person makes up in their mind whatever it is they want to believe about you, you are never going to change it.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you believe I'm a thief, even though you've never known me to steal a damn thing, I can't make you believe I'm not a thief.
Right.
If you believe I'm a liar, even though I've never lied to you, I can't make you believe I'm not a liar.
Yeah. And
So, what is the
also,
purpose in me having a conversation with you about it? In my mind, there is no purpose. So, what I do is I just cut you out. And yeah, that leaves for very few people in your life. But you know what? You don't need a bunch of damn people in your life.
sure don't. And you
All
know,
you need is one or two good ones. You don't need a bunch of people in your life for what?
yeah. And I don't like people that cause division. If we're all friends and we have a problem, then instead of dividing the friends I have, it's like, no, we're going to straighten this stuff out.
Exactly.
All friends. And see, I
Exactly.
had that situation happen to me where, I had people plotting and scheming behind my back. A person that told me one thing, but then they get with people and they saying a whole different thing. And so, no, no.
And
And
see, that's the
if
person
we,
that there is no straightening that out. There
if
is
we
no
were
straightening
all
that out.
supposed to be friends, we were all supposed to sit down and talk about it, not do the
Yeah.
division. We got these people over here and this over there. No, I'm leaving the equation because I don't do division. If everybody can't be included in something, because I included everybody when I invited people to my home, my sister's home, my apartments. We were all supposed to be one as a unit. So if y'all branch off, that's fine. I'm gonna leave the equation because and especially when I know somebody has been dirty, scheming and plotting behind my back.
Now, see,
Yeah,
for me,
yeah,
if we're friends and you're telling me one thing and you're going back telling somebody something else, we're not friends.
right.
For
You were
me,
never my friend. That's
there
why I ain't
is
got
no
nothing
straightening
ever
that
to say to
out.
you in life. Yeah,
Exactly. I'm done
mhm,
with you.
yeah, yeah. So
I'm
you
done
going
with
on
you.
over there and you take all of them people with you or whatever.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Cause
I'm
I
done
don't,
with you.
I don't do that messiness and dirtiness. Cause that's what I think you are. You're messy. You're dirty. Cause anytime you, and everybody is grown. Don't get me
Exactly.
wrong. Everybody
Everybody's
is
grown.
grown. But if we all supposed to be friends, but you're one day you're with me, the next day you're with the other people. Who that's some fucking childish ass shit. Leave
It
me
is.
out the
Yep.
fucking equation.
It really is. Just like,
You
well, I
know,
don't like her, so you can't like
especially
her. Well,
for a
who the hell
person,
does that?
because I had this happen to me with this dirty woman telling me she hate the day that she ever came on a site, at the site that's back, hate the day she ever met the people, did all kind of dirty stuff, but all along she done got with other people and and doing other kind of doing other things. Now y'all take me out this equation, because that means y'all all been sitting around talking about me. Now y'all take y'all dirty asses on somewhere else, because see, now I'm getting ready to snap and you gonna see this side of me that you don't ever want to see. And then this is what kills me.
Missy, wait.
If somebody,
I gotta get to
I
Missy
like
comment
that.
because this is
my
yes.
I
friend
like
My
that one.
isn't
friend
your
isn't your
friend,
friend,
so right.
so your friend should know my business. Hello.
Hello.
And you know
And
what?
so
And I've
another
had that
thing,
happen as well.
yeah, I can say is,
Yep.
and then you really find out how people think about you. Let them get mad at you, or y'all have an argument, you know. Then
And
they
see,
want
I'm
to
not
talk
that way
about you.
either. You
Your
know, April,
house
I
dirty.
told you, I've
Yeah,
never been that way.
yeah,
Even as a teenager, I've
yeah.
never
You
been that
did
way.
this. You did that.
We can fall
Man,
out
yeah,
today. I'm never telling your secrets.
yeah.
You
Hmm.
understand? That's just me. You know? Now, I've had people tell on themselves in the anticipation of thinking I was going to tell it because we fell out. Okay, that's your business. You told it. Okay.
Right. Yeah,
To this day, I still have it because that's just not who I am.
yeah,
But I agree with
I
Missy.
told it
My
before you could
friend
tell it.
isn't your friend. So
yeah,
therefore, your friend should know my business. And you know, I had a group of friends, and I've been through that situation. And this girl and I had been friends over 30 years. And
Mhm.
she told a friend of hers a piece of my business. It wasn't, she elaborated a lot. Let's put it that way. And her alleged friend called me right up and told me, now this is your friend. This ain't my friend. Why she telling on you? But I told her, look, if you want to talk about me, call one of my goddamn friends and talk about me. You know? Somebody who knows my business and knows me. Because this is supposed to be your friend. She trying to get in where she fit in. Because if this is your friend, why is she calling me talking about you? She's not a friend of mine. That's your friend. You know? So
And
I've
then
just never really dealt, like I said, I don't understand females. I never have. I think they're petty.
females, some men are worse than women. But
I've
see,
never had a
but
male
see,
friend,
but
and
see,
I have nothing but I've never had
yeah,
a male friend do that. I've
and
never
see,
had a male friend do that.
right. But the actions of other people, because like I said, I had people, people lying on me, talking about I had came into a show, did stuff. It's like I don't have to hide. If I'm gonna tell you off, I'm gonna tell you off. Therefore,
That's it.
that made me more
Yep.
aggressive in telling people off in shows, cause it's like I don't have. Cause if I come in the show, you gonna know it's me. So due to
Mm.
being accused of this, you know, that made me become more more I should say more devil filled mind, because now it's like I don't have to hide. I don't have to go on people's shows under somebody else's name and say stuff. I'll tell you off in person. And
Exactly.
Yep.
then you've got like I say, males are worse than females. So yeah, so that's why I say to
Gotta mute my mic for a minute, guys.
it. Okay, you know, um, it's a lot of reasons, like for my actions that you don't even know about, from these so-called dirty alleged people that I was around.
Mhm.
So, you know,
Yeah.
and it's fine. It was all learning and growing lessons for me. So that's why I would never, like some of these people I meet now, the far we will go will just be high and by. You know, I would never be in your presence because you've done some dirty, rotten stuff to me. And
Exactly.
so I trusted you, you know. I gave more of the friendship than what you could ever give. I thought it was way more, you
And
know.
that's because people don't know
Yeah,
what friendship is. That's the
yeah,
whole thing. They don't know what friendship is because they've never had a real friend. They've never been a real friend,
yeah,
you know?
Right.
yeah.
So they don't know what that is. And it's really hard, like April, all of my real friends are dead,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I have one
Well,
that's on a whole nother coast.
yeah.
And we don't even talk as much as we used to. So I can't even say I have that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my friends were very few to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
you know? And that was my family because my family didn't treat me the way I thought family should treat somebody. So
Right.
I'm sorry that we're related, but I don't have to deal with you because we're related. I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Hatred
people can
will.
look at it
Yeah.
any way that they choose to. But I don't see why I have to spend my life being in situations or in places that I don't want to be just because we related. I don't have to do that. But yeah, that's spam. No, it's not. My mom and I would go at it all the time. I would tell her that's your cousin. She would be so
Hmm.
mad at me. This is
Yeah,
my
you
cousin, your
weekly
cousin. No,
May said
those
these
are your
males
people.
can be too much.
Well, you
Yeah,
said
you're
it.
in the
They're
house. And
males. They're not men.
this is another thing that kills me with people. Um, oh, they hating on me, or they just mad because I'm happy or I'm doing this. What is you to hate on? What are
Right.
you to
What you
hate on?
got? Exactly. What do you have?
What do you have that I'm hating on?
Exactly.
What do
And
you
and, it,
have
and
that
that's
I could be
usually and
jealous
that
of?
is usually from people that ain't got shit.
Yeah.
Like I
I hate to agree
seriously,
with you, but yeah, I have to agree with you.
that is usually from people who don't have shit. Like, what is it that you have that I'm hating on? Well, see, I've always had people hate on me. I ain't never been a hater.
They say you hate on them because of they man, you hate on them
Oh my
because they got a
God.
car, you got a car, and they walking. You hating on them because they skin look better than yours, or they got more money than you do, and
Oh God.
there's a lot of reasons they just
And,
say you
and,
hating, but the
and
real
you know
reason is the
what?
only reason. Go ahead,
All of
lady.
that, you don't have anything I can't have. So I've never understood the hating thing. I,
Yeah.
I have
I can go get a
relatives
car,
that
but I
say to me,
choose not to be
exactly,
struggling every
I
month
don't
with a condo
understand
and car insurance.
exactly. You ain't got
They
shit
have
but some
Uber.
debt, you
I
know?
um
You got debt. It's
a
okay.
man. They better be making some damn good money.
I don't even care
Way,
about that. You better be a
yeah,
damn good man.
yeah.
It ain't even like they fighting over good men these days. They fighting over anything with a penis these days. That'll come and lay up in their house and eat their food and make them feel good. Long as the sex is good, they ain't worried about that. It's just
That's
Takara,
yeah.
crazy
we
to
do
me
not want you to
because
be
that,
that
you
type
know,
of woman fighting over a man that ain't contributing nothing to your household.
And
I
that's what
just
they
had
fight
this
for.
conversation. I just had this conversation last night with the kids, and they were telling me about their cousin who got this no good man and think that he is the absolute world. They can't tell her anything. And she was like, I haven't had a man. I've been praying for a man for 4 years. Well, baby, God didn't send a man to you. I want everybody, male and female, to hear this. Just because you've been praying on a partner doesn't mean that no good man or woman you got is the partner God sent you. Because God
No.
ain't going to send you no man with no job. He ain't going to do that. God knows what you need. You are a single mother. You are already struggling. Why the hell would God send you a man that ain't got no job? He wouldn't. He would not. You are a man, a real one. You working hard. You're trying to take care of your children. You're doing all the right things. Why would God send you a crackhead ass woman? He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do it. You know, I want men to quit stop. I want them, everybody, men, stop playing Captain Save a Hoe. Women, stop playing Captain Save a Bro. Okay? Just stop
Ooh, I
it.
love that.
Yes.
Just stop it.
Yes.
Because you can't save anybody but you. You can't change nobody but you. You can't help nobody but you.
Hey, Vernon.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I know people been helping people 10 years. Well, goddamn. How much help do you need? If you've been helping somebody for 10 years, you're not helping, you're enabling.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're not helping, you're an enabler. Cut it out.
Yeah.
Women, know your damn worth. Men too.
Yeah.
If you are a real man, know your worth. Know your value. You know? And stop going getting hoes and trying to turn them into housewives.
Mm. First of all, ain't no real man gonna sit up in your house and eat up your food from your kids. Ain't gonna offer you not $1 for laying in there for the bills and soap and utensils or
Okay,
whatever you
let's
using.
back up. Let's back up. First of all, ain't no real woman gonna let no man sit up in her house and eat up her food from her kids.
That's
Okay?
right.
Let's start there. Let's start
And
there.
to Kyra,
Because
we
it
don't
all
want you
Yes,
to
starts
do
with
ma'am.
that.
us.
Yeah.
It all begins with us, the females, the women. It all begins with us. We raise these men, you know, we put them out here in the world, we unleash them out here, we accept them in our lives, we let our children watch what they are. So be responsible in everything. Stop telling me they good in bed when they ain't, and then sending them off to some damn body else.
Hey, Chief Rocker,
Like,
Hey,
damn,
you
Chief.
want to come on the panel? Here, I can.
you
Yeah.
know, tell the
Yeah.
nigga the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of these men
If
get by
you
by
ain't
just
got
slinging
shit
that
to
wood,
bring
though.
to the table, stop looking for niggas with something to bring to the table. What the hell
Some
you
women just
bringing?
look for a man. That's all they want. Some women just want that good wood, and as long as he sling that good wood, he in the door.
Those are not women. Those are females. Those are
Okay.
females. Because a
Those
woman
are
ain't
queens.
having none of that,
Okay.
you know? Because when it shriveled up, now what you got? Now what you got? A damn burden. Now you got a burden.
Then they letting them move in. After a month or don't even know them. Then after they done moved
Hmm.
in, you find out they a crazy nut. You know.
I just, men and women, I just want people to, you first got to be happy with who you are
Right.
before you can be happy with somebody else.
Right.
I mean, and it sounds cliche, but it is the truth. Your happiness is not dependent on another person. You know, that person should enhance it, but your happiness is not dependent on anybody but you. If you're not happy without a man, or you're not happy without a woman, if you're willing to accept any damn thing just to say I got a man or I got a woman, check yourself. I mean, do a real damn check. Check yourself. Because you ain't right. You know? You just really have to know your worth. And don't go out and get somebody that's gonna devalue you.
Yeah. And to Kyra, with you having 3 kids,
I have
um,
two.
I mean two kids, you're gonna um, you know, man that
I
you can
watch.
have
I'm
in your
scared
life.
today because I have small children. I'm scared today, and
Listen,
when they get to be teenage, I'm scared today because these men and these women. I'm scared to even have come female friends or whatever. Because I'm not to put nobody business out there, but I know somebody who knew somebody had a friend and watched their son grow up and then slept with their son. So no, no,
But
I watch
here's
my
the
kids.
thing. Here's the thing. It is okay for you to date, but you just have to date where you don't bring niggas around your kids. That's it. That's all. See, that's the problem. They go out, they get these men, they got these instant damn families. Y'all out of hell no. You a woman. You should date. Absolutely. Nigga ain't got no house you can go to.
Mhm.
I dated. My children, when they were teenagers, they used to laugh at me. Man, you gotta be seeing somebody. When we go, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
By the time my kids met a man I was dating, I've been dating him a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I told April this. My last husband, he didn't know where the hell I worked. He thought I worked at the state building. I used to leave work and go to the state building so he could pick me up every day.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
I
And
would pick addresses from my clients, and I'd have them drop me off there. Then I'd get my ass on the train and go to work. I mean, go home. You don't have to. You can date without having your kids around people, and that's really the problem. They date. They got all these men, these women around their goddamn kids. I mean, how? First of all, how does that look to your children? That shit might not
Hmm.
work.
okay, read Missy comment.
Missy says most get confused when it comes to defining the difference between a real woman and a female. No, they don't, because anybody who know a real woman ain't never gonna be confused. There is no confusion. There is a big difference between the two. You know, there is a big difference between the two, and it's not confusing at all. It's very damn simple. If you going to work every day and the nigga staying at home with no job and won't even watch the damn kids, you ain't no damn woman and he ain't no damn man. Period.
Hmm.
Period. If all you want from a nigga is to get your hand nails done and smoke a blunt, you ain't no damn woman. And he ain't no damn
I do
man.
that myself.
That's what
Exactly.
I'm saying.
And if you can do
And,
something
and,
for
and
yourself, whatever you can do for yourself, then you need a man that can do the things that you can't do for yourself.
exactly. And for me, that's in any
Or can help
relationship.
or can help meet you halfway on the things that you want to do. Somebody
Mm,
that is behind you,
Hmm.
that's going to motivate you, somebody that's going to push you, you know.
exactly.
Not
And
somebody that's a bitch nigga, as I call them.
oh no, she didn't say
That's
that.
what I call
Oh,
Yeah,
them.
you know, uh,
mm-mm,
you know,
mm-mm,
you don't
mm-mm.
want that type of man that's a liar, a gossiper. That's not behind you because they're already coming in causing confusion. A real man
You
gonna
don't want
come in,
community property.
yeah, um, and and they're just gonna want the best, the best for you and your children.
Exactly, exactly. They're gonna want the best for you and yours. Exactly. And April, you said something, and that goes for me in all my relationships. That's with my kids, my friend, whatever. I don't need you to do what I can do. I need you to do what I can't do.
Mm,
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And you don't know this, Lady T, but I had an accident and I've been in a wheelchair for a couple of months. And there are certain things I cannot do. There's a lot of things I can't do. So my daughter comes up, oh, I'm gonna do this. I don't need you to do any of that. I can do that myself. I need you to do what the hell I can't do.
Hmm.
Now, if you're gonna come over here and do some shit I can do, how you helping me? I'm that way in all of my relationships. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And people, again, it just goes back to knowing your damn worth. You know, I hear people say, oh, he got to be this, he got to do that, well, what the hell you doing?
Yeah.
You know, you want a diamond and you ain't even a damn CZ. You want a
And
man to bring everything to the table. You got to have something to bring to the table too, other than sex, because every goddamn woman got a vagina. So what are you bringing to the table? You need some assets too, boo. You need some
exactly.
too.
Nothing from nothing, leave nothing.
You need to be able to bring him something he can't do. You know, it works both ways.
Yeah.
It really works both ways. So,
Mm,
you know, if you out here and you're wanting more than you have to give, you might want to rethink that. You know, you might want to rethink that. I know young women that actually got goddamn lists. Like, really, you got a damn list. Girl, they got lists.
Yeah.
Okay? He gotta have this. He gotta be done did this in so many years. He gotta have that. He gotta be
yeah.
this. He gotta be that. Well, what the hell you gonna be? Because if you were all that, you'd already have a man. So what are you gonna be? You know, and all that. I don't need no man. Cut that shit out.
That's a
Just
lie.
cut that shit
That's
out.
the biggest lie ever told. I
It
don't need a
sure
man.
is.
Yeah.
That cut that shit
Everybody,
out.
everybody needs, a
Some kind of
significant
companionship.
other.
If
Yeah.
you are a goddamn woman, you supposed to have a damn man.
Yep.
Okay?
Hmm.
God created you specifically for a man. Now, you may not need a man to financially support you, but you should want one. The fuck? Because I'm older and in some ways I'm old school. I believe that's your damn job as a man. You are the provider and protector, nigga. So yeah, you need to pay for all this shit. Absolutely. That's just me.
Hmm.
You know? That's just me. Now, do I need you to know? Because every goddamn thing I got, I had it when I met you. No, I don't
Yeah.
need you to, but I want you to.
Hmm.
And I need you to be the kind of man that wants to. Because to me, that's what a man does. That's what a man does.
Correct.
Does that mean you don't chip in? No, that's not what that means. Does that mean that both of y'all make money, he pay all the bills, and you just squander yours? No, that's not what that
No.
means. That's not what that means. You know, if the man buying you diamonds and you buy him t-shirts, go somewhere with that shit. You know, that's just crazy. You know, that is just really, really crazy to me. Because you want to be, I hear women say, well, I don't care about none of that. Lies. I care about all of it. Do you have to buy me diamonds? No. Do I love it when you do? Hell yeah. I never gonna say don't buy me
And
no
back
diamonds.
to that family part too, Takara, when you was talking about family, when you get that good man, beware of some of them family members too.
Oh, I ain't gonna bring
That,
my man around my family.
yeah.
Thank
Uh,
you.
oh,
Thank you.
I ain't gonna bring my man. I know some of my family. I know
yeah.
about my family, and I know about my family with other people's me. I ain't gonna bring my family.
Hmm.
No, baby.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
rather I'd rather keep. That's where I draw the line. Y'all, my family. That's my man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And there and
Y'all only meet when I want y'all to meet. Other than that, I don't need you coming to
Yeah.
my house when I'm not there. I don't need you asking me for his number to ask him to do. You don't need you to ask him to do nothing because it's another
Hmm.
man out there that can do
Yeah.
that. He need to be doing that for me.
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, you definitely have to have boundaries. You
Yeah.
know, you definitely have to have boundaries.
Yeah.
And I remember my ex-husband saying, "Well, why can't I?" Say, he says, "Well, why do I have to have boundaries?" I said, "The boundaries ain't for you; it's for them." You understand? It's not for
Exactly.
you; it's for them. That's what you need to understand. I'm not telling you this shit, you know, because I'm selfish or jealous or anything like that. It's because I know they ass and you don't.
Hmm.
So, when they call and I ain't home and they need you to do something, I do that as soon as she get here. When she
I
get
hate
here,
to
we'll
bow out, but I
we'll be
have to
right
leave.
over.
I
You
have
ain't
to
got to
leave
tell
after.
them no. If
Yeah.
you want to do it, that's what you say. As soon as she get here, we'll be right over. I'm never gonna tell my husband not to do anything for anybody because I happen to have men that are just generous and charitable that way. Selfless that way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I'm never gonna tell you, nah, you can't. You can't do that.
Okay. We have my cousin Sandra Riggins that made a comment. She said, keep him away from them jealous family members who, for whatever reason, don't want to see you happy. Yeah, those family members and those friends. Yeah, I want everybody happy. I ain't never been jealous of nobody.
Yeah, me either. I've never
Yeah.
understood that. But again,
Uh-huh.
like I used to tell my husband, it's not about me being controlling or jealous or selfish or anything like that. I know these people. You don't know these people. You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah.
I know what they're capable of, like you say, because I know the history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, ladies, I have to go get my son. I
Yeah,
have
and
had a
we have
You
to
blast.
know
go
what?
and put
We
it on
have to
high
get out
shelf.
of here too. It's two
It's close to,
o'clock.
yeah.
We will pick this
Go
up
over
at a later date.
yeah, Lady Alicia, do our close and go over what we talked about. So
Well, we talked about the mayor of Atlanta, Mayor Bottoms. She has decided not to run for a second term, and it's alleged that she's going, into corporate business with Walgreens. I don't know if that's true, but she's not going to take a second term, and we were discussing that. I don't blame her. Good for her. Godspeed. Um, we discussed what we did to set up our day for positivity, how we set the mood for our day. And we ended with, talking about the difference between males and females and men and women. There is a difference, guys. You
and then
know,
family. What do you
everything
consider
got a split,
family?
ain't a woman. Everything got a pole, ain't a man. Know that.
Amen.
You know, know that.
And all
Know
wait
your
a minute.
worth,
How did
know
you
your
say that?
value.
All family ain't what? How did you say that? All family ain't relatives and all
Our
relatives ain't family.
family aren't relatives and our relatives aren't family. Your family are the people who support you and love you and uplift you and motivate you and are there for you. And if people aren't doing that regardless of the bloodline, you don't need them in your space. You really
And
That's a
don't.
don't even
beautiful
let them
picture,
get in
B.
your head, because people can make time. They make time for who and what they want to.
Absolutely.
So never think it's you.
There's a
Know
saying,
that it's them. You know.
stop making people a priority when you're nothing but an option.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
That's
And
my
on that
downfall.
note,
That's my
it's
downfall.
stop.
time.
I make people priorities when I'm an option. I ain't gonna lie, I did that for 6 years with my baby daddy.
No.
I made him priority when I was an option, and he showed me and I was an option. And the only reason I stuck in there because I said, "Oh, he'll come around. We got these babies together." It took me 6 years to realize, girl, you a fool.
Well,
Well, we glad you out of that, and it
we've
was a
all
learning
been
lesson.
there.
We've all
Yeah,
been there.
we've all been there. And the thing is, you learn. See, you're not a fool, and you weren't a fool. See, a fool is somebody that'll go back and do that same shit all over again. That's a fool. You know, we all have lessons to learn. But as my mother used to say, smart people learn from the experience of others. They learn from the mistakes of others. Dumb people learn from their own mistakes.
Hmm.
And we've all been there.
Yeah. Hey,
We
at
have
least it
all been
only took
there.
you 6. It takes some people 20. You still young, so I
Exactly.
commend you. Yeah.
Exactly. You got a lot of living and a lot of learning to do. And just thank God that you learned that lesson. Because a lot of people, how many people may not be that baby daddy, but another man. They're in that constant cycle only with different people.
Mm. I have to go to that cycle once in life. No, 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 no. And it ain't like I didn't know he wasn't no good. I can see it. Do you know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna hear
But you know
sis
what?
inside of me. Y'all finna hear it. And it's
And
not
this
like
is why I say, you know, we
it ain't
choose
like
these
I
people.
didn't
God don't
realize
send
it.
these people
It's
to us. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no. It ain't like I didn't realize it. It's just that that's where my heart was. Well, that's where I thought my heart was, and that's what I wanted. I wanted my family. The man who helped me create these kids, to me, I'm sitting here thinking, it's not fair. I did not create these kids by myself. Why am I here doing this by myself? And then I'm gonna make him be the daddy he's supposed to be. And I just can't do that. That wasn't in the cards. God sent him here to give me these two babies, and that's what that was. That was his reason to be in my life. His season was over after I had the babies.
Exactly. Exactly.
People realize your reasons and your seasons. We chasing seasons when God has our reasons standing on sidebar, but you can't get your reason if you're too busy chasing after that season.
Exactly.
And I'm young saying that, so you think about it, it'll come to you like,
Yeah. We all believe in fairy tales. You know, we all believe in them. So yeah.
And that's really sad. I was speaking to
B
a
Sparrow said
young
it
woman.
took her 20 plus years. So see, Takara, you did good with 6.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because like I said, we've all been there. We all make excuses. We want
And
what
don't
we
let
want.
nobody make you feel like you were stupid or dumb
You
or
weren't stupid or
anything like
dumb.
that. If they down
You were
talk you
human.
for that man,
And we've all
we've
been there.
all been fools for a man. You know. See,
All
I
of
don't
us.
like them type of people that forget where they come from.
Exactly. Oh,
You
I
know.
hate them type of people. I
Oh, I
got a
know.
sister like
You know.
that. You
Yeah.
know. Oh my
Y'all
God.
forget where
You
y'all
know
done
how you
came
been the
from.
worst person in the world, now all of a sudden you holier than thou? Like, get the fuck
mm-hmm.
out of here with that. You know, I can't believe my son. What do you mean? You only get out of them what you put into them.
Yeah.
Literally. That's not
Yeah.
figuratively. That ain't what you taught them. Okay, that's that damn DNA, baby. You only get out of them what you put into them. You can't pray away DNA. You can't teach away DNA, no matter how hard you try. So, yeah, I really cannot stand people that forget the hellion that they used to be
Yeah.
or the
All the
mistakes that
stuff
they
they
made.
did, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah.
I was
And now
talking to
you
my
ain't never
kids
did
last
nothing.
night,
Yeah.
and and
Hmm.
and at one point, it was first me and my stepkids, and then my kids were all on the phone, and we were all on this big ass call. And my son said something about one of his white friends, and he was like, "Man, we smoke weed, but white people, they get a whole different type of high. They into some shit black folks don't even think about." And he
And they're
said
smoking
something
bed
about,
bugs.
huh,
They smoking bed bugs. There's a chemical in the bed
my
bug
son,
that'll get you high. They dehydrate it and smoke it.
Huh?
girl, I'm done.
Yes.
Girl, I'm done. But
Are you
he was
serious?
talking about, yeah, it's been on YouTube.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He was talking about, them doing acid. He's like, black people never even think about that. And I said, shit, man, look, I hit more acid back in the day. He was like, Ma, what? I grew up like a white girl. That's what they did. Acid, window pane, purple microdot. Yes, I've done
Yeah,
that
we
shit.
all got a pass, and
You know?
some, I don't know what I'm gonna do from day to day. Yeah.
And he
So
was like, oh my God, Ma, you were a flower child. Yes, the hell I was. Shit.
yes, B Sparrow. The new thing is, what did you say they're doing with Takara? See, this is why we got
They
Takara on the
bed
show
bugs.
to keep us informed of,
Bed bugs.
keep us
Yeah.
older ladies
Yep, bed bugs.
informed of
Don't
what's
they
Actual
going on.
bed bugs.
dehydrate
They
them or
dehydrate them.
something?
They
Yes.
dehydrate them and crush them up because it has a little chemical in it that'll get you high. It has a chemical in it that'll get you high. Bed bugs, the actual bed bugs, you can get out your bed, dehydrate them, and smoke them.
Oh my God.
Now, what can they do about somebody smoking a bed bug? Is that illegal? See, I'll tell you, boy, oh boy. Yeah, my granddaughter sent me that on YouTube. We laugh about stuff like that. She's like, "Oh my God, Granny, they're crazy. Look." I'm like, "What the hell is this?" She's like, "They're bed bugs. They're smoking them." I'm like, "Girl, get away from me with that."
Mm, mm, mm.
But he was just talking
Who
about,
sits
he was like,
there and thinks of
Oh
this
my
stuff?
God.
Oh, we gonna smoke
they
a bed
do.
bug today.
Listen, white kids do. That's just like they ass huffing. Who the hell getting how paint? Give a black teenager some paint. He walking away. I ain't paying nothing. Ain't nobody sitting up thinking you get how paint. Damn, they would have won sniffing glue. Like, what the hell haven't they done?
Lord have mercy. Mm. Hey, we gonna be back on tomorrow. We gonna need to come on a little earlier, cause it's General Hospital time. Takara got to pick up her
Her
kids from
kids.
school
Yeah.
at
I
two
just want to
thirty.
thank everybody for showing
And
up.
if
Yes, thank
everybody,
you all for your
you
support.
go through the chat.
Absolutely.
I've got everybody's shows. I got B Sparrow show from Spreaker. I got Takara show from Spreaker, and not mine. Yeah, Sandra said yes. I'm from them days. Acid, speed, tack.
Yes, Tech. Yes.
Just once I tried it.
Yes, Sandra.
No syrup
Yes.
or glue.
No,
Yeah,
I never did syrup. I never did glue. I never did heroin.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of shit I didn't do. But yeah, I
Yes,
tried some
they
shit.
smoking bed bugs. I
Yes, they
know.
Yeah,
We
smoking
was
girl.
bed
saying,
bugs, Missy.
yeah.
Yes,
Dehydrate
bed
them, crush them
bugs.
up, and smoke them, baby. Yes.
Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna see if I had that
Ooh,
video. I ain't gonna put that video out there. No man.
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, my granddaughter. My granddaughter, we're up at like crazy hours, 2, 3 in the morning. And she's in college. Well, she's home now. Girl, can you believe Michaela about to be a goddamn junior in college? I can't even believe that. It seems like last year she was graduating from 8th grade. But anywho, she's going to be a surgeon. So she's always sending us little clips of her cutting shit up. It's so gross. And she thinks it's funny. So when I got this video, I'm thinking, because last week she sent us a video of her cutting up a pig and squeezing his heart and shit. I'm like, hey, you just nasty. Anyway, you telling us how it smells. She just finds it hilarious. So when I got this video, I'm thinking, oh, here we go. What the hell? She done cut up now. And I opened it up and I FaceTimed her. I'm like, Kayla, what the hell is this? She was like, they're bed bugs, Gunny. They're smoking them. And she just cracking up. I'm like, please do not show that to none of them stupid white kids at your school. Because everybody going to be smoking bed bugs.
It was on the news down here.
Oh, see, I didn't hear it on the news. She sent me a video of it, and I just thought it was crazy. And I'm like, is this what you do at 3 in the morning instead of studying?
Oh
Go
my
on
goodness.
YouTube and find wild ass videos. Like, what are you doing?
Mm, mm, mm.
But yeah. But anyway, we are going to close out. I want to thank
We are gonna
everybody.
close out. We will.
Lady T, thank you so much for being here. I hope you
Yeah,
come again.
yeah.
I want to
And
thank
I don't know
everybody in the chat.
where Keith is at, cause and we're gonna start.
We
young old.
cannot close out if you keep talking.
Okay, all right. Okay, y'all. Peace out.
We'll come back tomorrow and
We'll be back
we'll
tomorrow.
continue this. Thank you all
Okay.
so much. Lady of Leisure, I'm out.
Until we meet again, Lady T, I'm out.
April showers. I'm out.